Hey guys, so I'm sure you've heard of AG1 with all of these social media ads. I'm sure you're hearing about it from all of your favorite influencers. And nowadays it seems like everyone and their mom is sponsored by AG1. But on the other hand, we have dietitians and other wellness experts that are quite critical of it. So which is it? Is it worth the investment? What is AG1 anyways? And do you even need it? So today we're going to do a deep dive into all of that. So what is AG1? One daily serving of AG1 is claimed to be able to replace multivitamins, probiotics, B vitamins, vitamin C, and other superfood and green powders. Basically, your average consumer could interpret this as AG1 being the replacement for all of your supplements. But at the end of the day, AG1 is just a greens powder, and they aren't the only ones on the market. Let's talk about what a greens powder actually is. So a greens powder is designed to act as a daily supplement that helps you fill nutritional gaps, since our modern diets now often prioritize convenience over nutritional value. And the goal of AG1 and other greens powders is to act as a convenient and fast way to help people replenish these nutrients. Often they'll do this through some green superfood veggies like chlorella, spirulina, and spinach leaf, which are packed with nutrients. Other formulas will also have added benefits through probiotics and adaptogens. Now, let's be clear though that this is not a magic elixir that is going to cure all your ailments, nor is it a replacement for actually eating fruits and veggies.
No! No! No!
So does AG1 live up to all of their claims? Well, as a nutritionist, when first looking at a new product is check the ingredient list and check the supplement facts or nutrition label. One of AG1's main selling points is their proprietary blend of 75 ingredients. And based on the label, they are all common health supportive items like spirulina, wheatgrass, beetroot powder, milk thistle, and these are all ingredients that I'm familiar with and that can be beneficial for your health. The supplement facts label also shows very high nutrient levels per serving. I mean, just look at the label. We have 1100% of your daily value of biotin, 467% of your daily value of vitamin C, 553% of your daily value of vitamin E, and 136% of your daily value of zinc. And that's all packed into a 12 gram or about 1 tablespoon scoop per serving. And I mean, that sounds and looks great on paper. However, the big issue here is this proprietary blend. With this proprietary blend, it's hard to know the actual ratios of the ingredients, and it's hard to believe that you are actually getting a substantial amount of each ingredient in just a 12-gram scoop. So something just doesn't add up here. When looking at the label, spirulina is listed as the first ingredient, which means spirulina would be the main ingredient in AG1's blend. Because of that, I expect to see iron listed as one of the nutrients on the supplement facts label, because spirulina is a superfood known to be very high in iron. And nutritionally, 1 gram of spirulina contains 2% of our daily value of iron. And at that level, it needs to be listed on a supplement facts label. But it's missing from the AG1 label. That would tell me that there is less than 1 gram of spirulina per serving of AG1. And if there's less than 1 gram of the main ingredient, then we can only assume that the remaining 74 ingredients are spread very thinly per serving. That aside, let's look at the label at face value. We can see that this drink is packed with nutrients, and to the average consumer, this sounds great, right? The more the merrier. Well, not really. Super high doses of certain nutrients can actually do more harm than good. When it comes to some vitamins like vitamin D and vitamin E, they can actually accumulate in the body and lead to future health complications. Meanwhile, vitamins like vitamin C and biotin are excreted through the body when it is in excess. So you're essentially just peeing out that very expensive supplement. And high dosages can be good when taken temporarily. Say if you are low in a certain nutrient, it can be good to have that higher dosage for, say, about 3 months. But then after those 3 months, you want to scale it back. Whereas AG1 is marketing this drink as something that you want to have indefinitely. To sum it up, I'm not a huge fan of AG1 because of their proprietary blend and the lack of transparency there. And I don't love how it's marketed as a daily supplement when it also claims such high doses of nutrients that only beneficial on the short term. At the end of the day, remember, AG1 is not going to solve all of your problems. You're still going to have to make lifestyle and dietary changes. So having said all that, and AG1 aside, would I recommend a greens powder to the average person? Well, in an ideal world, I wouldn't. In an ideal world, we wouldn't need supplements at all. But the reality is, with our modern day foods, we are relying on more heavily processed foods and foods that are much less nutritious than they used to be. So yes, there can be a benefit to greens powders for the average person. But if you are someone that is struggling with a specific health concern, then that might not be the case. If you are someone that is struggling with, say, a skin condition or a digestive issue, it might be much more beneficial for you to focus on individual supplementation so that you can be sure that you are getting the right ratios that you need. Now, if you are someone that could benefit from a greens powder, there are definitely better options out there. When shopping for a greens powder, I'd recommend that you keep in mind 3 things. First, you want to be sure that you're looking at the ingredients list and look for ingredients that are very clear in terms of quantity in that formula, and also keep an eye out for standardized extracts. That way you can be sure that you're getting a guaranteed amount of that ingredient per serving. Second, look for nutritional values that are within the daily limit. I know that it may be appealing to see a label that has, say, 300% of a vitamin, but keep in mind nutrient storage levels in the body and that higher dosages can sometimes do more harm than good. Third, be sure that you're looking at a formula that is not marketed as a quick fix. Remember, you're looking for a formula that is designed more to support your body and support your daily healthy habits. And at the end of the day, nothing really beats eating whole, nutritious foods and having foods the way that Mother Nature intended it. Try to spend more time in the fruits and veggie aisles and even buy frozen or canned veggies if you need to. It's the Wild West out there when it comes to greens powders. So please let me know if you've tried any other greens powders or if you tried AG1. I'd love to hear about your experience. And in the meantime, here's to living a happier and healthier life, and I'll see you in the next one.